Hey, welcome to Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grilling.
Hey, I'll tell you what, let me introduce the crew to you. We have Fast Freddy on the keyboards. Mr. Merrill to my left, your right. I'll be Mad Dog over here. We got a wonderful show planned for you today. A lot of unique things to do on the grill. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is brought to you by Modern Home Products, the makers of MHP, Phoenix, and Profire Grills, Cherry Delight, Native American Tourism of Wisconsin, Awesome Shrimp and Seafood, healthy homegrown Wisconsin potatoes, No Name Butcher Quality Meats, Sundrop Soda, the Oneida Nation, All Things Jerky, Glorious Malone Fine Sausage, Henning's Award-Winning Cheese, Golden Home Ultra Thin Pizza Crusts, and by Lashbro Aerial Images.
Jimmy Durante, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we have no bananas.
We have no bananas today.
That song was always appealing to me.
Very appealing.
Hey, I got a treat for us, guys.
All right.
Watch this. Cheese curds. Get your fresh
All
Wisconsin
right,
cheese
man, I'll
curds
take
here.
that,
Freddie,
man.
there's a pack of cheese curds for you.
Look at that.
All right.
Hey, I'll tell you what, we got some fresh cheese curds, compliments in Kiel, Wisconsin, Henning cheese, beautiful white cheese curds here. And I'll tell you what's happening this time of year, and you know it too. The dairy farmers are having a rough time. So if each and every one of us can go out and buy some good old-fashioned local cheese, local milk, make some nice products with it, buy some nice local cheese if you would, please, because the dairy farmers having a rough time. We're supporting them here today. We got some great Henning's cheese, wonderful cheese. Oh, I didn't share.
Well, I know. I was waiting.
There you go. They are good. And I'll do my little seg.
All right, here we go.
Those are good. You like
Nice and
cheese
squeaky.
curds, Freddie?
Oh, I like
They are
cheese curds.
squeaky. They were made yesterday. Trust
Wow.
me that. Trust me
Those are
that.
good.
They are absolutely delicious.
Well, I'd like to put a couple of those on the grill.
Yeah, I know.
Boy,
Isn't
I'd
that
sure
the
like to
truth?
put a couple of those on the grill.
Oh, for God's sakes.
You should put a couple of those on the grill.
Okay, here we go. We're going to do a little concoctions here today. We're going to go a little bit south of the border, even though we're in the Midwest. We're going to head down a few hundred miles down to the south, and we're going to do some great south of the border cooking here today. I got some great Wisconsin potatoes, and once again, we're going to create some Wisconsin paddles. And these are nice bakers, good old-fashioned Wisconsin bacon potatoes. EatWisconsinPotatoes.com.
I got that, sir.
How's the cheese curds going to be? Pretty good on the grill.
They
aren't they?
are. I love them that way.
So
when
I'm
they're
going to take the paddles, and I am going to do about 2 per potato right now, and I've got those in a Ziploc baggie with, believe it or not, today a little pickle juice just for the acid so that they don't turn brown on me, and some oil, and I'm going to throw some Grandma Hazel's in there, and we're going to do some south of the border cooking. Now, Grandma Hazel's great. We're going to get these paddles on the grill. They go about 4 to 5 minutes on both sides. Then we got a whole bunch of great toppings to go with them. So we're going to have a great little fold at the end.
That'll be good.
Yeah, what you up to, Mr.
Well,
Morale?
I'll tell you what, it's time for a little bit of nachos, potato nachos today.
Well, that sounds good.
You know, it'll be good. So I got some good old Wisconsin russet potatoes. I've got these a little bit in oil on here. We've got our oil over here, then we've got this in there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some taco seasoning in this. This will just season these up really well. Now these, I have to admit, on these potatoes, I partially cooked these. I did. Yep, about halfway through, and quartered them. And I'm going to place these in here. Get that all out. And let that I really want to get this real coated very well before I put these on the grill here. So I've got that.
Little shake and grill.
These are good. I want to coat that really well. Now, what I've got behind me here, the topping that I have that I'm going to be placing on the top of those potatoes, is going to be some chorizo. Got at the grocery store. I got them in the casings. I went ahead and took them out of the casings. I've got some onions and some green peppers. Stirring that around. The flavor is going to be excellent on this, especially on the potatoes. And of course, you've always got to have a dollop of sour cream, you know, at the end of everything.
How you cooking the potatoes?
On the potatoes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to season these up. And after a couple minutes here, I'm going to grill them direct on the grill mats over here and brown them up really good.
Sounds like a winner.
You got it, sir.
All right, we got all kinds of great toppings here. How many folks have ever done pork candy on the grill? Pork candy is absolutely delicious. It's side pork, it's uncured bacon. We're going to take a little bit of our garlic pepper seasoning, and we're going to create a nice little flavor on that side pork. It's got a little bite to it. Last week we filmed a little show. We did some shrimp on the grill. It was a little spicy, wasn't it, Freddie?
I loved it though.
That was great, wasn't
really
it?
good. That was really good.
We're going to take the side pork. If you've never grilled side pork before, all you simply do is take that raw side pork. It's on-cured bacon. And along with my potato paddles that are cooking, we're simply going to place those on the grates of the grill. So I got several of those. So we're going to do a little quesadilla type style at the end. And what we're going to add with that, I'm going to get on the grill right now also, is I split some bratwurst. So we're going to add bratwurst to that. We're going to have like a little concoction. So we took some nice little, these are actually jalapeno cheddar brats, and I split those down the center. We're going to add those to the grill and get those babies going. And on the grill all ready to go with my little quesadillas, we're going to have like a little smorgasbord in general. We took some nice pork, little sections of boneless pork ribs, and I put a coffee rub on them.
I remember that.
I put a coffee rub on them, so those are browning up nice. So we're going to throw all these things together and make a nice little full concoction along with pepperoni, onions, and a little bit of wonderful pico de queso, beautiful Hispanic cheese, pico de queso cheese that we're going to slice up with that.
Later on, I'm going to put that cheese on top of the spuds there.
That sounds great.
Yeah, really add a good flavor here.
Well, we're going to get it cooking here.
Yep, got a good cooking here. I got the potatoes, going to be browning those up and everything.
Looking
We'll be back
good.
in just a few, ladies and gentlemen. Music. We need that. By
I told Freddie, I said, we need some zippity-doo-dah.
We do need some
We need a little
zippity-doo-dah. There we go.
liveliness. Thank you, Freddie.
My gosh, you better believe it's zippity-doo-dah day.
I'll tell you what, it's a
like it.
gorgeous day out here
Oh,
today.
man,
We've been waiting
finally.
all winter for this
I'm
day, haven't
almost
we?
even going to take my hat off.
Hey, you know, the last couple of shows we've been practicing social distancing. We've been also staying close to home, if you will. I know a lot of people like to get out and see and tune in each and every week to see what obscure place we're at.
Sure.
Well, we got cactus behind us here. We must be in Arizona or someplace really nice.
That's right. How obscure can you get?
But we will be getting out and about again. We got a lot of great things planned this summer. Let me tell you, we got a lot of great events, a lot of great happenings, a lot of great tapings going on. Right now, we're practicing a little bit south of the border action going.
Southwest style, isn't it?
Southwestern style. You got it,
Only
sir.
this is Midwest, Mid-Mex.
Ah, that's pretty
Mid-Mex,
good.
Midwestern Mex. So
Mid-Mex grill.
there's those beautiful Wisconsin potatoes. The paddles are phenomenal. You can do just about anything at that particular point. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to build some things right now. We've got the potatoes on the grill. I'm going to take a little bit of I'll do our hickory barbecue sauce for Freddie instead of our spicy. So I'm going to take a little bit of our hickory barbecue sauce, and I'm just going to lather a little bit on the bottom of each one of those potatoes. Just enough to get the flavor going. So we're going to add some more stuff to this. Just enough, just enough, just enough, just enough. So here's what we're going to do. We got some pepperoni. So I'm going to place pepperoni. Freddie, you're into just odd things, aren't you? You know,
well, it fits in with Freddie.
when a man's cleaning out his refrigerator because you got nothing better to do, you found pepperoni in there.
Well, that was the pepperoni I took off of the last deal.
So we're going to add some pepperoni to the bottom there until it runs out. I've got some beautiful Spanish onions here because we are going south of the border. So we're going to ladle. You like onions, is that right, Freddie? Or don't you like onions? Thank you. So now watch this, watch this. Here's what we're going to do. Now we're going to take our side pork, and we're going to take that beautiful side pork that's been browned up. That's going to go on top of each one of those potato paddles. Can Mr. Cameraman see that okay? We're doing good? Oh, thank you. So we're going to take the side pork, and we're going to add that nice, beautiful, crispy side pork at this particular time on top. Now on top of that, we seared up some wonderful, those are the jalapeno bratwurst. So those go on top of each one of those little paddles that we did. We're going to do 4 of them, one for each of us. We got a nice little...
Wow.
We got Roberto, the cameraman. Roberto, the cameraman. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get those separated a little bit. And now we're going to take our beautiful Wisconsin cheese. Buy local, support local. I'm going to say it one more time. The milk producers are having a rough time during the little coronavirus situation. So we're going to take some of this gorgeous cheese.
What's that cheese called, by the way? Pico de what?
Pico de queso.
Pico de
And
queso.
can I tell you that we're so blessed in the last few years? It's the same as the butcher shops with all those flavors of bratwurst.
Right, exactly.
So in this cheese is pasteurized milk, because we're helping out the milk growers, the milk producers. Serrano peppers, cilantro, tomato, and onion.
Oh, man.
And it's just a gorgeous cheese, and it's so much beautiful flavor to it.
Especially having the serrano peppers in there.
Exactly right. Great flavor.
I really wonder how they do that.
So now we're going to place those on top of there. And I'm going to put 2 slices on top of each one.
All right.
And we're going to let those babies melt away. And while we do that, I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to let Meryl get to cook them. I'm going to take my nice little pork that I have the coffee rub on, and I'm going to start slicing those while Meryl gets
I'm anxious to try that. You know,
I am too. I got to get the hood down, get that cheese melted.
You brought another good point, boy. Butcher shops. You know, the old-fashioned meat stores, I mean, they're coming back strong. You got to support them, you know, and it's great where you can go into a store like that, you get all these choices of brats, you know, and you know, each one has their own flavor, their own texture, their own way of doing that and everything for it, too. So let's see what we got here. I got some spuds.
Just delicious.
Some Wisconsin russets. I put those on the grill. I browned those up. I use the grill mat. You hear us talk about the grill mat all the time, so I could brown them up just a little bit on there. And they came out really just absolutely perfect.
Those are beautiful. Look at them. Throw them babies off.
They're good. They're good. But I'm not done yet, sir. Not done yet. We got some chorizo here. Some chorizo with some peppers and some onions, which I mixed up. Place that in the cast iron skillet. As you know, Mad Dog and I, we use a lot of cast iron. We really do. How's the cheese? Good?
The cheese is great.
That is good cheese, right?
It is. Nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese. So what I'm going to do on here, I'm going to add some fresh cilantro. Tear that up a little bit and add this into the mixtures, and I will top that also on top of the potatoes and things when we're done here. But I use the whole thing on there and mix it up a little bit. Got that on. How hot is that? I think I can.
Do you need some sliced?
Pardon?
Do you need cilantro sliced? You're fine.
Yeah, you want to slice some up for me?
Absolutely.
You're a good man. I'm going to tap this on there. Oh, it's going to be good. I can't wait for when this is done.
I love cilantro, man.
Spread that around like
Freddie,
that.
you like cilantro? It's snowing cilantro, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
It's snowing.
We've got the chorizo all spread out with the peppers. Add some cheese, Henning's cheese on here. Look
I'm
at
supposed
this,
to be
baby.
cutting the pork.
This is going to be delish. Absolutely delicious. Put that back on the grill till when the cheese melts. It'll probably take a good 10-15 minutes on here.
What a great
Spread
way to
it
use
around.
Wisconsin potatoes. Eat Wisconsin potatoes, ladies and gentlemen.
It is, it is. This is, oh man.
So that goes back on the grill to melt.
You better believe it does, by golly.
That's going to be
We'll
delicious.
place that on there. Shut the hood. We're all set, man. It's going to be some potato nachos coming up here very shortly.
We can put a little Louisiana hot sauce on top of that baby,
I'll
too,
take
couldn't
that,
you?
too.
Let's splash a little on top.
Go ahead, go for it. Remember some for Freddie now.
Oh, that's okay.
Remember,
That's
keep
just
me in
vinegar.
mind here. Don't go crazy.
No, that's stuff. Look at that.
Freddie goes, oh, I want some.
Yeah, I know.
That stuff's good.
No, it should be good.
Now, do you want to try a piece
Go
of that
ahead.
cheese?
Yeah, I want to try some of that.
Social distancing.
All right.
It's actually very, very, very good. All right, Freddie, everything's melting away. We're going to make some nice quesadillas, some nice folded sandwiches when we come back. Tex-Mex style, only in Midwest. Mad Dog and Meryl's Midwest Grilling. Thanks for joining in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Mad Dog and Meryl's Midwest Grilling.
That's sort of a heartbroken beginning there, you know. I was wondering, is this as the world turns?
No, that's a little cherry blossom
I
time.
thought it was cherry
Yeah,
blossom.
it was cherry blossom
I
time. I
recognized
see cherry sitting there on top of the table, so it just inspired me.
It is.
I'll tell you
it
what, we
is.
got some gooey goodness going. I'll tell you what, it's been kind of like a hodgepodge show. It's
Yep.
harder when Meryl's over there and I'm over here and Freddie's over there. We're doing social distancing. Maybe it's
I
easy.
sort of like it.
You keep
I know.
pushing me back farther and farther. You know.
But I'll tell you what, the end results are always delicious.
Oh, man.
Those are Wisconsin potato paddles, a little bit of our hickory barbecue sauce, pepperoni, raw onions, side pork browned up into a form of pork candy, and then we have the jalapeno cheddar bratwurst with that beautiful pico de queso cheese over the top, blended gorgeously. And a meal in itself by themselves with
Yes,
those
it
potatoes,
is.
that's
Man,
for sure.
what more can you ask for on
That's
that?
right.
You do everything but the kitchen sink, and I think
like
that's
it.
almost in there too. So
You know,
those look absolutely delicious.
I'll tell you, side pork, we use a lot of side pork. The pork candy on the grill, I know you mentioned that earlier, but that's just fantastic. If you want something, you know, something different this week, get some side pork, grill that baby up, brush some of our #1 barbecue sauce in there, sprinkle some brown sugar.
I meant to put a little brown
man.
sugar on these with that side pork, but the side pork, it's the idea of the fat of that pork.
Oh, man, that's great. I
I
like
remember
fat.
the
I've
first time
never
I had
nothing
it.
against
That
fat.
gave me a great deal.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a tortilla,
All right.
and we're going to place that at one end. Now, the idea was to fold that up into a tortilla and make a nice little sandwich just like that.
Wow.
Oh.
And I think that's going to work out really well.
That is going to work
don't
out
you?
well. Yeah,
So I'm
no problem at all.
gonna put
How
my
do you
little, I'm gonna
beat
put a
that?
knife on top of there. And I'll tell you what, Merrill, there is no better way to do Wisconsin potatoes than what Merrill's dish looks like. It's phenomenal,
Hey,
Merrill.
it's nacho potatoes.
Can I
Nacho.
help though?
Nacho potatoes. You
Nacho
can't help. Get
potatoes,
over
but
here.
can
Get
I
over
help?
here. You're the man. You're the ones with the muscles.
I'll be
man.
the scooper.
Yeah, they call it.
Oh
this,
man, I'll tell you what,
I
there was.
love these. These are going to be good.
Look at those babies right there. Freddie, do you see those? You ever
I
see?
see
Isn't
that.
great?
Oh,
Absolutely.
man.
And then we're just gonna scoop those up.
Yeah, scoop them on there.
Here's
by
your
golly.
sour cream.
All right.
Hold on.
Oh man. Oh, and the crunch on there on the spuds. I oiled the potatoes a little bit, so that makes a big difference. So you got that nice crunch on. Oh man.
Those are absolutely
Oh.
delicious. And you could
Man.
serve them right out of the dish, obviously, and people
Yes.
come in and grab their own. But
That's right.
there's the Wisconsin spuds
You
in
got
there.
her, man. Got
Oh,
the
that
chorizo
smell
on there.
delicious.
No,
That's a
The smell.
chorizo.
it is. And definitely with on the taco seasoning, blended that with the oil, with the potatoes.
I'll tell you
You
what,
know what?
I'm getting everything. Watch this.
All right, and a couple of eggs over easy on top of that. would be great,
Oh,
wouldn't it?
man.
Oh, I love
I'll
that.
tell you
I
what.
love that. Of course, I got to have some sour cream on top.
I wish I could say grand slam and get away with that, baby.
You got something
I'd
to
get
scoop
sued.
this.
Sure, I got something to scoop that with. I got
sour
pear
cream
tongs.
on.
Sour cream.
Yeah. Oh man.
So just a little dollop
Yeah,
there,
a little dollop there.
and a little dollop there.
A little dollop there.
You guys just can't help but work side by side.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
You know. I'm not criticizing. I'm
Well,
complimenting
you know-
you with that. You know,
The day Merrill and I are social.
hey, that's the original team.
I'm
you
sorry,
know that.
Freddie. I gotta. This
That's
is
right.
too good. That's hotter than Dutch.
Oh,
Let me get some.
man. Gotta do these, folks. They're
All
just,
for one for all.
they're just amazing.
Get yourself a cast iron skillet.
Yep. That's a big thing. Cast iron. Freddie, we got to get you a cast iron skillet. Too. We
will,
talked
yeah,
about
exactly.
that the other day.
We've
out
been
there for
talking about that.
Pre-cook the potatoes.
Pre-cook the potatoes halfway through. Then we're gonna
Taco
have you-
seasoning.
Yep. And our sunflower oil. Let those sit for about 10, 15 minutes, that long. Place them on the grill. You stir them up a little bit first.
Yeah.
Then place them in the cast iron skillet. And then put the chorizo on top. The chorizo I bought that was in the link. So I took the meat right out of the
You
link.
split them open, brown, to squeeze them out,
Yep,
and
yep.
break it up. Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
place
you don't
them
want
right on there.
That's natural
Yep.
casing.
And
You
then
want
I
that
got
stuff
some
in there.
onions and some peppers on there. And
Oh man, I gotta do one more.
Man.
That is phenomenal.
it was just
I
unbelievable.
wish I had a fork.
Yeah, I do too. I got one over there, but
I'm sorry, I'm
We're on
doing my
TV,
fingers. Watch this.
What was that green stuff you were sprinkling all over me here?
cilantro.
Cilantro.
Cilantro. Wow.
Man, these are really good. Well,
Okay.
That's gonna be good too, but
Freddie, you ready for a sandwich?
Anything. At this stage of the game, you know what it is.
We're sitting there, we're eating in front of Freddie.
yeah, he's back there, but he's can't get his fingers dirty.
I'm
Take a
all right.
Wisconsin potato. Slice off the sides. Here, I'll show you one more time. Take a Wisconsin potato. I always take off the little end. And then lately I've been getting just 2 paddles out of every potato because you know what? When you want to slice into a Wisconsin potato, you want to slice a potato. Glisten it with a little oil. Brown it up like a hamburger on both sides till it's nice and toasty done. Do I have an example on the grill? No, I took it off. Get it on the grill till it's nice and toasty done. And then we topped it with all those great toppings. Freddie, you ready for a sandwich?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say something?
Okay, here it comes.
Easy, Pete. So all you gotta do is ask, Fred.
Boy, that that hot sauce
I
that
don't
you
wanna
put on there
seem
on those potatoes
like
really
I'm
made a big
too-
difference too.
Yeah, that little
like I'm too pushy. Look at this. Here he's
Look at that.
delivering it right to me. This
that
is
great?
spectacular.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at this, and you know, here you've got the bacon.
The side pork, side pork. Yep, it's uncured,
Well,
uncured.
you know, that's the thing. That's like candy, you told me.
It is.
It is.
All right,
it is.
well, we'll take a bite of that and see how that goes.
Do it.
Oh wow.
Can't kill you.
Life's good, folks. This is a really dirty
Mayor,
job
do you want
to
a
have.
sandwich?
Yeah,
I
like
know we're
that.
just kind of messing around here today, but you know what? That's what
I
it's
love
all
it.
about.
It is.
We're
In
really-
your backyard.
Boy, is
I'm gonna
that
make
good.
one for yourself.
Oh wow.
Hey, Ricardo, would you like one?
Wow.
Okay, Ricardo wants one too, so we gotta play a little music. Freddie, you okay with that?
I'm all ready for that.
Okay.
Those are great.
Well, it was kind of a hodgepodge sort of show. We went down south a little bit, created some beautiful Wisconsin potatoes, got Wisconsin cheese. Support local, buy local.
If
Folks,
he likes
this one
it as
is
much
for
as
you
I
back
did.
there. God bless. Peace, love.
great.
We'll see you later, folks.
Mad Dog and Merrill's Midwest Grillin' is a production of Lashbro Visual Communications.